How are we doing, guys? Welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Sporting Lisbon against Arsenal, Champions League action. And it's another tough away game. I swear we seem to be getting some ridiculously tough away games. But listen, with the Champions League, I suppose you can't expect it. It's what happens if you want to play in the biggest competition. Now, it's one of these games I'm a little bit... I don't know how I feel. It's a bit of a weird one because you're looking at Sporting Lisbon domestically and even in the Champions League. They're having a fantastic season, don't get me wrong. And you're thinking, this is a really tough game. And then there's a little flip side to this because obviously Ruben Amorim was their manager and he's now left and gone to Manchester United. And you're thinking to yourself, well, how are they going to fare under the new manager? They brought in João Pereira, who was a former player, and he's managed the under-23s, B team, etc. Another young manager as well, 40 years old, I think he is. And you're just going to have to look and think, okay, well, how will they manage that? Will they still play the same? And watching their game on Friday night, and they won 6-0. And it doesn't look to be much of a difference, does it? And you've got to say the Portuguese league, with all due respect, bar a few teams, is not on a level of the Premier League, shall we say. But last time out in the Champions League, let's remember, they absolutely annihilated Man City. Although, when you look at Man City's recent results, that's probably not as good a result as you think because everybody's slapping 3-4 goals past them right now. But, you know, there's one player in particular that we're going to have to pay very close attention to. And it's ironic because I've been sitting there, you know, talking about him over the last week and whether he's a player that we should be signing, you know, or Isaac. And of course, it's Gyökeres. And he is absolutely prolific. He's just scoring goals. Ironically, Friday night's game with a 6-0, it actually took him until the 90th minute and a penalty to actually get a goal. But he's going to be a real threat. And it'd be very, very interesting to just see him at close hand as to what he's capable of doing. And, you know, when you refer back to that Man City game where he did score the hat-trick, you look at the first half and Man City were very good and were actually really dominant and should have had more than what they had. And it was one of those where they lost 4-1 and you're kind of scratching your head a little bit and thinking, what on earth happened there? Sporting came out a completely different side in the second half. And like I said, he did get a hat-trick in this game. But yeah, you're coming up against two players in William Saliba and Gabriel who will relish that kind of challenge, that physicality, the pace and the power and everything else. And yeah, let's see how he does against us. And yeah, is this kind of an audition, shall we say, before January comes around? And listen, we don't know what's going on. Will he stay there for the season? Will he move? I believe he's got a release clause, so it might make things a little bit, you know, a bit more interesting or a little bit more easier for a side that want him, where they don't have to haggle over a price. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting. And, you know, obviously, when you look at the performance on Saturday against Nottingham Forest, it was so good. It was so dominant. And just the way we played was so refreshing again. But yeah, going to this game, it'd be nice to get another win. It will breed confidence even more. And moving into some more Premier League games, starting off with West Ham away at the weekend. And we got Manchester United coming up as well. But yeah, we're going to have to really start getting on this winning run now, which is what I was talking about before. And I alluded in my, you know, previous games with Premier League in mind, we've got to go on a run. And yeah, what will be at the end of the day. I do still feel we will catch Liverpool. I genuinely do. But that's a topic for another day. We're talking about the Champions League. But yeah, listen, they're a formidable side, especially at home. They've conceded only 5 goals in the league all season. And I think they've scored 39. And yeah, like I said, they're just a very, very formidable side. But if we can get the win, it will breed confidence and it will move us on and keep us in good stead moving forward. So with that said, let's go and get into the predicted lineup. Starting off in goal, David Raya. Very, very straightforward. Right back, Jurriën Timber. Again, very straightforward. And I thought he was excellent against Nottingham Forest. And the balance with him and Calafiori on the left, very good. Right centre-back, William Saliba. Again, very straightforward. And like I was alluding to earlier, I think he'll relish this kind of game. Left centre-back, Gabriel. Again, straightforward. And again, like Saliba, playing against the likes of Gyökeres, he's going to relish it. Left back will be Calafiori. Really good on Saturday. I didn't think he would start. I thought he would be, eased back in, but he wasn't. Very good. And the balance looks nice. Into the midfield. This is where there could be some debates. I thought Jorginho, excellent in the first half against Nottingham Forest, but then obviously Mikel Arteta right now is very paranoid with these yellow cards and, a possible second and everything else. So took him off. Partey come on, scored. Declan Rice sitting on the bench. Do we rest him a little bit more? I got a feeling that for this game, he will play Thomas Partey. And I feel that Declan Rice will be rested again and let him, recover even more from his broken toe. So yeah, I feel that Thomas Partey will start this game. On the right-hand side, Bukayo Saka. Look at the difference in this guy when you got Odegaard there, and he was just so good at the weekend, and he's such an important player. Interesting to see whether Sporting double up on him or not. If they don't, they could be in trouble. But yeah, straightforward one for me. Alongside him, Martin Odegaard. Again, very, very, very straightforward. It's that simple. He makes us tick. He's the captain, the maestro. He does everything. Absolutely superb. So very straightforward. Alongside him, Mikel Moreno. I feel that he will start this game. There will be calls for Odegaard and Nwaneri, but who goes on that left-hand side out of the two? It's like, listen, not at the moment. And I feel that Mikel Moreno will start this game. On the left-hand side, Martinelli, I feel that he will come back into the side for this game. Pace will be key. I feel he's a lot better when Calafiori's behind him, as it offers that balance and overlap. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. And then up front as the main striker, Kai Havertz. I believe he will come back into the side as well. So it's nice that we could play that game on Saturday, rest players, make changes and rotation, get the job done, look so good, and then we move into this one. It's that simple. And you're looking at that lineup, it's very, very strong. We'll have enough players on the bench as well with strength. You'd have the likes of Declan Rice and Sterling and Trossard, Jesus, etc. It's a strong bench as well. So listen, I think that is more than enough to do a good job and get the points that are needed in what is a difficult place to go. So interesting game. I'm looking forward to it, and let's see how we do. So listen, there we go. That is it for the preview and the predicted lineup. As usual, let me know in the comment section whether you agree or disagree with any of those selections. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot very soon. I'm out of here.